Hey, Greg. I hope you're doing well. I am honored to be able to spend this meaningful Monday this week with you and your wonderful family. I am glad to be here.
Hi, Greg. I'm glad to be here.
Sure, glad to be here.
Greg, glad to be here.
We are
Glad to be here.
Hi, Greg. Glad to be here.
Hey, Greg. Glad to be here.
I'm glad to be here.
I'm glad to be here.
We're glad to be here.
I'm glad to be here.
Glad to be here.
And we're glad to be here.
Glad to be here.
Glad to be here.
Hi, Greg. 2004 Kenny Award winner Mike Schwartz here. I'm glad to be here.
Glad to be here.
Glad to be here.
I'm glad to be here.
I'm glad to be here.
Hi, Greg. I'm glad to be here.
I'm glad to be here. Ruth and Greg. I'm glad to be here. Hi, Greg.
He's glad to be here.
I'm glad to be here.
I am glad to be here.
Glad to be here. Cheers.
Cheers.
Hi, Greg. Hi, Ruth. Glad to be here.
Glad to be here.
We are glad to be here.
Hey, Greg. Another 3G Greg coming to you from my office in La Vista. I'm glad to be here.
Hi, Greg. Glad to be here.
Glad to be here.
I'm glad to be here.
Hey, Greg, it's Chuck Swirsky. Listen, I'm glad to be here.
Glad to be here.
Glad to be here.
Glad to be here.
I'm glad to be here.
We are glad to be here.
I'm glad to be here.
Glad to be here.
Glad to be here.
I'm glad to be here.
Hey, Greg, how you doing? Glad to be here.
Hey, Greg, glad to be here.
I'm glad to be here.
Hey, Greg, we're the Pass family.
And we're glad to be here.
Glad to be here.
Hi, Greg. I'm glad to be here.
Glad to be here.
Glad to be here.
We're glad to be here.
Hey, Greg, glad to be here.
Glad to be here.
Glad to be here.
Hi, Greg. I'm really glad to be here.
Hey, Greg. I'm glad to be here.
I'm glad to be here.
We are glad to be here.
Hey, glad to be here.
I'm glad to be here today.
Glad to be here.
Glad to be here.
I am glad to be here.
I am glad to be here.
Glad to be here.
I'm glad to be here.
We're glad to be here today because
it's Taco Tuesday!
Because you're part of our family. Best of luck to you. Stay in touch. Beat this thing.
Because who better to shape and influence the minds of young children than yours truly? I didn't say walk. Keep running. Let's go.
because this morning I drove Daniel to Penn University and he's going to start his MBA in Wharton.
Beautiful weather in Iceland. We do have trees, Greg. I know you never saw anyone when you were here, but they do exist. Anyway, I hope you have a fantastic day.
Because I know that today I'm going to learn a lot from you and your family. And that'll make this a very special, meaningful Monday.
Because I love dogs and I love XXX rated pornography. And thank you very much.
Because 2 years ago today, I got to marry this girl.
Just finished class critiques, and I'm looking forward to a summer vacation visiting friends and family.
And I am glad to be here to celebrate spring, family, and both of you.
Because people can finally understand what I'm saying.
He said because people can finally understand what he's saying. Some things never change.
You think if I talk like Gilbert Godfrey, people could understand me?
We love you, Greg.
Because I can remind you that back around 1974, you and I had our own NBA Fantasy Basketball League way before fantasy football and rotisserie baseball ever came about. Imagine the riches had we patented that puppy. Which reminds me of the time Randy Smith came up to you in the Braves locker room and in his high voice said, "Greg, you know how I can make my dick 12 inches long?" And you replied, "No, Randy, how?" And he said, "Fold it in half." Lauren and I and all the Steins love you. Hang in there, buddy.
The reason that I'm really glad to be here is back in the late 80s, Greg and I were taking a little road trip to see a police department down in the Southern Tier. We were playing gin in the front seat. Don't remember who was driving. Greg probably does. And we got pulled over by the state trooper for playing gin. The guy said he didn't know what to do because he's never pulled anybody over for playing gin. So I'm glad to be here today and having not gone to jail because we got out of that one pretty good.
Greg, we're on the 13th hole here,
And we miss you. We wish you were here, and I know that I wouldn't be here without all your hard work. I love you and I miss you.
Greg, how you doing? Okay, miss you. Take care.
I cannot imagine my life being anywhere other than at L&M for over the last decade. Spending that time with your company, both personally and professionally, has made me really appreciate life, and glad to be here because of that.
Because we are honored to be a family friend. All of our love.
Because I get to make your favorite cinnamon buns whenever you want them. Just give me a call. Thinking positive thoughts always about you. Love you. Mwah!
Because I'm playing volleyball and doing what I like to do. I wish you guys all the best and miss you. Take care.
Because a Buccaneer. Mwah! If you look over my shoulder, there's a tennis court. Greg, I can remember many a day with tennis rackets flying with you and Douglas having a disagreement on the court.
Great people make a great place, and I'm truly lucky to be a part of that. And that's all because of special people like you, Greg.
Because the ball flies much further in Florida.
I'm really glad during Greg's bad rounds of golf, he didn't hit me when he tossed his clubs.
Because I've been hard at work. I don't understand why the boys keep laughing when I've told them that I've been taking golf lessons, but I have, and I'm ready to play around with you. You just can't believe how far I can hit that wiffle ball in the school gymnasium. But love you.
I'm really glad to be here in Siesta Key, Florida, enjoying the beautiful sun. So you keep fighting, and know I'm thinking of you, love you, and I'll see you soon.
Because every day I wake up and I go out and I play with my friends. It could be pickleball, it could be tennis, and just glad to be retired. So just wanted to say hi to you and pass that message on.
In honor of Meaningful Mondays,
we would just say this to you.
We are glad to be here.
Because laying on these mattresses is like a dream come true. So come on in to Metro Mattress. Over 50 stores statewide. We'll find you the best sleep possible. Tell them Trey sent you.
Because I get to work with these guys every week. I'm here for you, here for your whole family. Hang in there. Love you guys.
Because it's home. What else would I do all day long?
I'm going to be a great grandma. Can't wait. I'm so excited. And I'm going to go shopping, so see you later.
Where we learn to sit up straight, have water fights at the dinner table, play nice together, throw a whole lot of balls through those garage door windows, maybe some snowballs too, and learn how to take care of each other and cover each other's backs. We got this. Love you, bro.
Because I'm going to go watch my daughter play softball and be the proud papa just like you were when your boys were playing sports. Hope everything's going good for you. Stay strong.
Because I have the greatest 5- and 7-year-olds in the world. What do you say, guys?
Yay! because our daddy sings for Cleveland Indian fans. We're really Yankee fans. We love you.
I just want to let you know that you're an important part of Securities America, and we're just wishing you great energy and great things, and we love you, Greg. Thanks.
We're swingers!
Because if it wasn't for you including me in your family and helping me out when I was unemployed, I probably would have had a lot more negative influences in my life, and I wouldn't be here today tasting success if it wasn't for your assistance.
Because Betsy said so. Also, on a related note, Scuzzy Cancer, you motherfucker.
Because Grandma's taking him for a ride in his wagon on this beautiful day. Say bye. Bye.
It's a nice day in D.C. Get well soon, man. See ya.
Take care.
Greg, glad to be here along with my friends. And we just want to tell you we believe in you, and we believe in your strength.
This is what we do, and this is how we do it. This is our clan. We've got each other's backs every day, every time, forever. I'm glad to be here because we're Lipsitz strong. Fight, baby, fight.
Way back when,
and used to have the 8-track going all night, and we were listening to America and falling asleep to that and waking up to that. And it was very cool. That was really cool. Love you, man.
Lipsitz, Grossbergs, and Perwicks put me back together again. I'll be forever grateful and glad to be here every day.
So that I can continue to eat peanut butter balls. Love you, Greg. Rooting for you. Can't wait to see you soon.
Thinking about how blessed I am for my beautiful family. Glad to be here. It's the little things. Love you guys.
To be part of the original Fab 4 draft class of 1980.
Hi, Greg. We're glad to be here today because of good friends, good wine, and good ponds.
Because I had a chance to coach both Max and Joey in high school for volleyball. They were great players, they were terrific kids, and they're even better human beings.
The trips to Florida, holidays, HBS are just a few of the amazing times we've had with you. We know there are many more memories to write, starting with telling you we love you tonight.
What she said.
Because I never have to shovel snow again. I'm also glad to be here because even at the ripe old age of 55, I still have a tremendous ability to retain meaningless facts. Like Mr. College Roommate 127527107, my thoughts are with you. Take care, Greg. Hope to see you soon.
I want you to get well real soon. We love you. I'm your greatest cheerleader. Bye-bye.
Well, we watched your guys grow up and had a blast doing it. Now we're having the time of our lives with our girls. Of course, there's rain. So what? And remember, go Tribe.
Because you've created a great environment for me to come to work in every day for 16 years, and I appreciate that. I love you. Keep grinding, and I know you're going to beat this thing.
Because before Larry left, he did tell me that he didn't want to hire me, and you asked him to, only proving to me what a wise and brilliant man you are. So glad to be here. Thanks for having me and all the opportunities you've provided me and my family.
We're cheering for you. The Ream family loves you. Dropkick Cancer.
Because where else could I be away from my family and be with a family?
See you soon. Take care. Be well.
Okay.
I love you. Be strong and see you soon. Be good.
Glad to be here this morning because I know how to properly chop my onions.
Because we get to share this bundle of joy with all of our friends and family, right?
Because my head's full of sour cream, bacon bits, chives, and knowledge. Miss you guys.
Glad to be here for this photo in particular. You know, for great support and great people that have been around me for my entire working career. So I love you, man. Stay strong. Always thinking of you. If you need anything, we're always here.
Is because of my new son, Logan. And I wanted to give a chance to introduce you to him. Logan wanted to say hi.
I'm up here in Portland. I'm doing good. Having fun fishing, and I'm working as a planner for an engineering company. It's great.
Because every day the sun comes up and the next day is more beautiful than the previous. In all seriousness, we love you, we miss you.
I love being a mom, and I love this time of year coaching softball and being at work, and for you giving me the opportunity to be able to work.
Hi Greg, greetings from Virginia.
Happy Meaningful Monday. Our best to the whole family.
Because you guys have all been my second family. Thank you.
For me, glad to be here as L&M, man. And I am definitely glad to be here.
Glad to be here because I think I finally got Joey's dance moves down. We're all praying for you. Wish you the best.
Hope you're doing good, and hope we see you over the summer. Be strong, man.
Okay, be well.
Hi, Greg. Well, I'm glad to be here because now I can start my day. Have a great day, brother.
Because it is my last round of chemo, and I am on the road to recovery, and I know that this is going to be your story as well.
With the wonderful family in the whole world, like you guys, and made me realize that how lucky I am to know you guys. And yep, you too. Make sure that you stay strong, keep fighting, and beat it. And I'll make sure that I'll go see you again soon, okay?
Because in a couple of weeks,
we're going to be celebrating our first anniversary. And it's been quite a year, but we have some really great things to celebrate, like this beautiful house and our little boy Maddie and a really exciting future.
I am glad to be here because this is really where it all started. I love you, big guy.
I'm glad to be here because I'm proud of you and I love you.
I'm glad to be here because just like all our amazing friends and family, I love you, I'm rooting for you, and we all got your back.
Hello, Greg. John Foley. I'm glad to be here because you are keeping this message alive. Hey, I'm actually in Annapolis. This is where I played football and grew up. I wanted to send you a quick message because I know what a great ambassador you are of the Glad to Be Here message. I got to tell you, Max, your son, reached out to me, and I was so proud to send you this quick token of my appreciation, my belief in you. Keep that ambassadorship going. I love these Mondays, what you're doing with your family. You're a true role model of the Glad to Be Here message. Let's all keep it together. I'm with you in your court. Glad to be here. Gucci out.